So, let's talk. What is an alpha widow? So an alpha widow is someone who's stuck in a relationship of the past, right? So there's women, guys, there's women that you should not be dating. And these women that I'm talking about are alpha widows. They're women who stuck on their past lovers. They're stuck on their past abusers. They're stuck on even past one-night stands. These women are alpha widows because they can't seem to get over the man that they lost. So you may come into the scene, you may come and try to be the best guy and the nice guy. This is why nice guys fail in relationship with women. It's because these women are stuck on the type of men they used to have. You know, like I'm thinking about biblical fathers, but just the women that get post-wall, they think about all the good men, or they think about a particular good man that they had in the past, and they will start to create that's their standard. And most men can't overcome the standard that she has in her mind about this guy. Now, he may not be all these things, but in her mind, she is. And when she's an alpha widow, she cannot and will not let another guy get in to supersede this person in her mind, right? So what to do, how to notice if you're dating or you're involved with an alpha widow. This is a woman that can sleep with a guy of such high value that no other guy seems to compare. And the crazy thing is they can experience this over a one-night stand with a high value guy. From that point forward, that's her standard. And no other guy compares. And no matter what you do for this woman can be with a man and marry a man and still be thinking about that high value guy that got away. I got some great examples. There's some movies and shows that's out, some reality shows. Well, we're going to just point this thing out so we all can get an understanding of what the alpha widow looks like and how to overcome being and dealing with these type of women. So I got a couple notes. So one, she can be with her husband, but her husband gonna pay for it, right? He gonna pay for it because she could be sleeping with him wishing that she was with the other guy that got away. Alpha widow. Alpha widows, like, do you know of a woman that, like, she just can't seem to get over her ex? Like, no matter what happens, she's always bringing him up, she's always talking about it, and she can't seem to get over it. That no matter who she date afterwards, that they're always thinking about their ex. Like, these are alpha widows, right? Now, let's say you're dating a young lady, and she constantly brings up her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend. Now, they could have been in a relationship for a week, a month, years, 10 years. It doesn't matter. But she always finds the need to bring him up. She always finds the need to hold on to things that he's given her, places they've been, things they've done together. She can't let those things go because those are attachments for her to remember him. I just want you men to understand that when you're dealing with an alpha widow, you're always her second. Let's just be frank about it. Come on. You're not her first choice. So that's the problem with dealing with alpha widows. You are not her first choice. And there's a good show that came out. It was called Love is Blind. It was about these couples who meet in a pod. They can't see each other, but they have to have meaningful relationships to the point that they would get engaged and married 30 days afterwards. So they got 2 weeks to find the person in the pod. They go from pod to pod meeting people, taking notes and seeing who they like and who's compatible to them. One lady in particular, she finds a young guy. I mean, from the first conversation, they just knew they was meant to be. He was everything she wanted. She was everything he wanted. But as time went on and she continued to date, she found some other guy. And this guy seemed to be her type. Now, she's on this show for marriage, right? Her type of guy is always the guy that hit it, quit it, and gone. But she tends to always go after those guys. So now that she got a good guy, that's her ace in the hole, and he's head over heels over her. He ain't even looking at nobody else because all he can think about is her. Well, she finds out about this other guy, had a great conversation, but she realized that he's interested in 2 other women. So, you know, the player, the alpha male. And when she discovers that, she's trying her best to be the one he chooses and override the other 2 girls. So she keep dangling the man, just dangling him around while she's pursuing this guy. The guy's telling her everything she want to hear. And then at some point, he started to come down and make a decision because he can't have all three. And he's looking for a wife, and he realized his purpose of being on this show was he wanted to settle down. So at some point, he decided to let her know that, hey, this ain't gonna work out. I don't know, you know, kind of where I am with this, and it ain't gonna work. So he let her go. She immediately go bad talking to the other girls, trying to make them not like him. And guess what she does next? When she's heartbroken that she couldn't get this guy, this alpha guy that other women wanted, she could not have him. Guess what she decided to do? You guessed it. Back to the nice guy she go. She go back to the nice guy. Tell him everything he want to hear. At first she done broke his heart. He thinking like, I thought we were the only ones. She breaks his heart. And then once this guy break her heart, she go running back to the nice guy. And this guy proposed to her. He's pursuing her to marry. And they get out the pods. They go to a little pre-honeymoon type place where they brought all the couples, the 6 couples. And she meets the alpha guy that she lost, right? That didn't want her. When she sees him, she's immediately attracted to him. She's like, that's the type of guy that if it wasn't for this pod, this would be the type of guy I'll always go for. Like, he has aesthetically, he's everything that I want. Conversation, he'll be a better man with me. She started talking about how this man would be better because of her. If she was in his life, he'd think more. He'd be more mature. He'd be more debonair. Like in her mind, she's playing the alpha widow without even a relationship, just for dating him for a small period of time in a pod where she could not see him. Just because she dated this man, she constantly compared him to the one who actually became her fiance. Now, I'm gonna show you clips of this so you can see it.
Look at, like, literally is my little sister.
Baby.
You're a close second.
Babe.
How's that? You're a close second.
You're taking that the wrong way. Babe. Seriously, I did not mean it like that. Stop. Listen, straight up. I'm sorry that it was a bad joke. I apologize for that.
I think Barnett is sexy and, like, hot and, like...
What is that? You're insulting me like that. Don't insult me like that.
And so once this man becomes her fiance, she's still pursuing the other man. She never stopped wanting this alpha, to the point that she brought up to the fiance that she finds the other guy more attractive, that he's so sexy, he's this, he's that. And all she can do, every time she gets drunk, all she can do is revert back to that guy and that little bit of time she been with him.
My biggest concern is, like, I don't want you to get so stern with me when you're telling me how you feel about it, that it's almost as though it's a command.
Come off like a command? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? No, I wasn't trying to be asshole about it. Not what, you took it the wrong way. That's not what I'm saying.
No, that's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. Listen, I'm on the same page as you.
And this guy, he's sucking up. He's the nice guy. Baby, no, I didn't mean it like that. She was like, yeah, you meant it like that. No, I didn't. We on the same team. I promise I didn't mean it like that. Instead of just standing up and like, yeah, I meant it like that. You ain't finna be talking to me no any kind of way. And you know what? If that's the case, we'd be off the show. Nah, he played the simp. And because he played the simp role, she played the dominant, masculine role, and she played alpha in their relationship. And because she became that, and because she was the leader of their relationship, she chose whether they were in a relationship or not. She chose marriage or not. It was up to her. And because it was in her control, she could not respect or give honor to this man, because she was playing his role, which he should have been stepping up to. But he didn't know how, because he's a sweet, sensitive, nice guy. And these nice guys always come last, because you'll never be her first choice. You're always gonna be the seconds.